किसानों का हित सर्वोच्च प्राथमिकता है। भारत अपने किसानों के, पशुपालकों के और मछुआरे भाई बहनों के हितों के साथ कभी भी समझौता नहीं करेगा।
उनको कहना चाहता हूं वो कान खोल के सुन लें। 22 अप्रैल से 16 जून तक एक भी फोन कॉल प्रेसिडेंट ट्रंप और प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी के बीच में नहीं।
Yes, we have today issues with the United States. Second tariff, which we have said, we publicly said we regard it as very unfair, which has picked on us for sourcing energy from Russia.
हमारा लंबे अरसे से यही राष्ट्रीय पक्ष रहा है कि भारतीय केंद्र शासित प्रदेश जम्मू और कश्मीर से संबंधित किसी भी मुद्दे को भारत और पाकिस्तान को द्विपक्षीय तरीके से ही हल करना है। इस नीति में कोई बदलाव नहीं हुआ है। जैसा कि आप जानते हैं, लंबित मामला केवल पाकिस्तान द्वारा अवैध रूप से कब्जा किए गए भारतीय क्षेत्र को खाली करने का है।
Said no, don't do that. I said I'm putting tariffs. I had that thing settled in 24 hours. If I didn't have tariffs, you could have never settled that war.
The year 2025 has been all about U.S. President Donald Trump making bizarre claims and setting bogus narratives about India, with India rebutting the falsehoods. It started with Trump's claim regarding the India-Pakistan war and extended to comments on the Indian economy. As year 2025 ends, let's take a look at how India stood up to U.S.
On Saturday, my administration helped broker a full and immediate ceasefire, I think a permanent one, between India and Pakistan, ending a dangerous conflict of two nations with lots of nuclear weapons.
Now, I want to make two things very clear, sir. One, at no stage in any conversation with the United States was there any linkage with trade and what was going on. Secondly, there was, please listen. Secondly, there was no call between the Prime Minister and President Trump from the 22nd of April, when President Trump called up to convey his sympathy, and the 17th of June, when he called up Prime Minister in Canada to explain why he could not meet.
Well, I understand India no longer is going to be buying oil from Russia. That's what I heard. I don't know if that's right or not, but that's a good step. We'll see what happens, okay?
Well, I don't want to comment on a person, but let me comment on the subject. We are not the biggest purchasers of Russian oil, that is China. We are not the biggest purchasers of Russian LNG. I'm not sure, but I think that is the European Union. We are not the country which has the biggest trade surge with Russia after 2022. I think there are some countries to the south. We are a country where actually the Americans said for the last few years that we should do everything to stabilize the world energy markets, including buying oil from Russia. Incidentally, we also buy oil from America, and that amount has been increasing. So, quite honestly, we are very perplexed at the logic of the argument that you had referred to.
कोई हमारे साथ अच्छा फ्री ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट करना चाहे तो उसके लिए तो हम सदैव तैयार हैं, पर किसी भी प्रकार का भेदभाव मुझे लगता है भारत का 140 करोड़ देशवासियों का जो आत्मविश्वास है, आत्मसम्मान है, उसको मद्देनजर रखते हुए हम ना तो कभी झुकेंगे ना कभी कमजोर होंगे। एक साथ मिलकर हम आगे बढ़ते रहेंगे, नई मार्केट्स कैप्चर करेंगे। मैं आपको दावे से कह सकता हूं, इस साल हमारी एक्सपोर्ट पिछले साल से ज्यादा होगी।
We've made a lot of progress, and as you know, we put a 50% tariff on India on oil. They're the second largest. They're very close to China in terms of the purchase of oil from Russia. But so I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but we've had very productive talks today. Yes, ma'am?
We are talking to the United States, of course, but we don't do deals in a hurry, and we don't do deals with deadlines or with a gun on our head.
But that's how deals are done these days. It's a deadline.
I don't think so.
Tariffs come in midnight on this date. Take it or leave it.
India looks long term. India never takes decisions in a rush or on the pressure of the moment. And we've accepted if there's a tariff on us, there is a tariff on us. We're looking how to overcome that. We're looking at newer markets. We're looking at a stronger demand impetus within the Indian economy. So we have a very resilient structure, 1.4 billion people.